And we're back. I know this is the kind of unedited behind-the-scenes content that the Iceberg City Studios fan base wants to see us setting up for the podcast here. Hold on a minute. I'll be right back. Definitely the best audience that I could have ever asked for is definitely what I was saying the whole time that I was disconnected from my microphone. Anyway, well, we struggle to set up for this episode of the SpiderCast with definitely, I know you wanted to see this crazy behind the scenes content. I know that this is exactly what you wanted to hear and wanted to see from the podcast. Now that we're a minute and 9 seconds into it. Hello. It's been a while since our last podcast. Been over a year, actually, you guys. That's crazy. So much has happened over the last year since we made SpiderCast episode 5, which is crazy to think. We almost made it to the end. We almost made it to 6, 7, and 8. But, you know, it's hard. It's hard to actually keep our promises, as you are probably guessing from the lack of content that there has been lately. So, anyway, today we're going to be discussing something really cool. Something that you guys would never guess we would be discussing. And that would be, hold on a minute. You've guessed it. Spider Queen Episode 6. Welcome to SpiderCast, a Spider Queen watch-along podcast. Today we are going to be discussing Season 1, Episode 6, The Throne Belongs to Me, Spider Hermit Attacks. The day after her father's passing, a revolt begins in the kingdom, and now Zenthia the Spider Queen must stand up against her own loving uncle to defend her kingdom. Will Myken be able to return in time to help her stop the revolt? Find out today in Spider Queen, Episode 6. Hello and welcome to SpiderCast, Episode 6. My name is Brooks and I am the host, and today we're going to be discussing and rewatching Spider Queen Episode 6, The Throne Belongs to Me, Spider Hermit Attacks. This episode was released on July 13th, 2022, and a fun fact of something that happened on July 13th, 2022, was that NASA released the first official deep field images from the James Webb Space Telescope. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. The 74th Primetime Emmy Award nominations were announced, and spoilers, I was not nominated for an Emmy. How dare they? And this is interesting. Twitter filed a lawsuit against Elon Musk. Another interesting thing considering he now owns Twitter. Anyway, it's been a long time since we have done a podcast. In fact, it has been so long that I forgot how we did it. I had to reteach myself how we did it. I forgot the programs that we used to record it in. I forgot the programs we used to edit it in. I forgot how I put them together. So, yeah, that's crazy. It's been a whole year. And I feel like before we get into the episode and before we get into the whole rewatch part of the whole podcast, I should give you guys a little bit of explanation over why we have not had a SpiderCast in over a year. And the answer is simple. I was a working actor. You know, I very shortly after that last podcast episode, would have been episode 5, I got cast in a production as a working actor, and that sort of just started taking up all of my time, you know, which is weird because the SpiderCast was like my favorite thing that I was doing for a while, and I was doing it religiously every week. You know, every Wednesday was, okay, it's Wednesday, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to do this, I'm going to record it, and then I'll have it out by Friday. It was sort of my thing, and I was really, really enjoying it. And then within a couple of days, literally within a couple of days, probably by the end of that week, I found out I got cast as a lead in in a production and in Dallas, and I was going to be a working actor. So, you know, I had my normal day job, and then I was going and doing that. So I was working about 19 hours a day. So I had to, you know, stop doing the podcast for a while. And then I worked on this show for 3 months, and then I returned back here to Iceberg City Studios, and life just went on as as it happens. As everybody know, you know, life goes on. But here we are, we're back for another episode of SpiderCast. I've got my drink with me, like always. It is a slushy. You probably can't see it. Usually I drink coffee with my podcasts, but I can't this time because it's like 98,000 degrees outside, and it shouldn't be. It went from like 36 degrees to 90 degrees in the matter of 5 hours, and now it's like so hot. So I don't do well with the heat. So here we are. I got my nice smoothie. Slushy, gas station slushy. They didn't have the fun icy cups. Remember the icy cups they used to give you, or like the slush puppy cups? They don't have those anymore. They're just like lame plastic cups. So I put it in my fun calf pow cup instead. So here we are. We're going to be discussing episode 6. The throne belongs to me. Spider Hermit attacks. Now, as a little aside, fun fact before we start this episode. This is the first episode, and you're going to see it from watching it, that I started editing it from a filmmaker standpoint and not from an audio standpoint. Which is funny that I didn't make the other 5 episodes before this in a filmmaker standpoint, because I took film classes. You know, long before I even started making this, I took film courses. You know, I'm a classically trained stage actor, and then I went and I took a bunch of film courses. And, you know, in film, in order to be successful in film, and in order to make sure that your production budget is right and that everything is going to go smoothly the way you need it to go on production day, you plan everything out. Everything has to be planned out. Shot by shot, you know, storyboard it, shot by shot. How do you want this frame to be framed, you know, so that when you're there and you got your actors on set and the crew on set, everyone knows what's going on, and you don't have to take the time to figure out, okay, actually we're going to frame the shot this way, we're going to do that. And I learned all that, and that's how we made films for a long time. And then I started doing UWTFC, which was just audio only. And when it's just audio only, you don't have to worry about shots, because obviously there's nothing there. You know, you're just listening to audio. It's an audio drama. And then I started doing Spider Queen, and we call it our pseudo animated show. And for some reason, I just was not thinking of it from a filmmaker standpoint. I was still thinking it from audio. So I wasn't framing my shots. And in a lot of those previous 5 episodes, you just see like the landscape, the background, and then you just see the characters coming in and out. And it works, but it's like it's not from a filmmaker standpoint. So it doesn't look as good as it could. And my co-producer, Dr. Omni Gloomy Squid, pulled me aside. I was like, why, like, you know, you should frame it more. You should frame it better. And I was like, oh my gosh, you're absolutely right. There's no difference in this than from making a film. Because in animation, they're doing the same thing, you know. They're storyboarding. They're planning out how they want the show, how they want each shot to look. So starting from episode 6 and then 6, 7, and 8, you're going to see that the shots look a lot better. We're going to get a lot more over-the-shoulder shots, a lot more close-up shots, a lot more wide shots and establishing shots. And it's not just background, character comes in. I believe we started that on episode 6 and then definitely went forward with it for 7 and 8. And I think that they all look so much better than the previous 5 episodes because of that. And each episode they get better. Each episode, just the way that the shots are put together, it just works so much better. So, getting another taste of my little slushy here. And we're going to start. We're going to watch episode 6. We're going to talk about it. If I remember correctly, I told myself I wasn't going to pause. So I got to watch it without pausing, which is very difficult for me because, as you know, I like to talk. And I love to talk about the show, especially talking about it. It's been a long time. It's been, 4 years since this episode came out? Almost 4 years in July. So we'll even see if I can remember any of it from the process. But anyway, I click and play now.
Productions presents
Spider Queen, the series. Feels good to be back here doing this, you guys. I'm so excited to do this. Here we go. I'm going to pull the camera up over there so I can watch both.
Last time
oh, here we go.
On Spider Queen.
Myken met the mysterious girl Seer,
We got
girl
Dr.
who lives
Omni
among
doing
the
our
dead
narration.
as well as the living. She convinced the depressed Myken.
See, this shot looks good simply because the background
At least he
is...
had
I'm going to
friends
move the microphone a little closer to me.
Myken,
The background
I'm sorry that we
is
hid
more
such a
of
secret from you
a close-up
your
background,
entire life.
but the characters
We
are
never
not
meant to hurt you.
proportionately accurate.
Myken,
Like,
I
look how
don't care that
huge
you're
Orzik
not my
Spider King
actual
is in this
son.
shot
I
compared to
love you.
Myken.
I always did. I'm so happy you came into my life. I'm so proud of you and all you have done. Keep on living your best life, Myken.
Keep on living your best life, Myken.
Until we meet again in the next one.
That's such a hard line.
Farewell.
Until we meet again in the next one.
My son.
Seer had used her power to present Myken with Spider.
Oh, see,
King's
did you like
dying
that?
Message. However,
Myken's
Myken
eyes
didn't
closed
have
and then
time to
opened. That
process
looked really
all
cool.
that he had learned because
And Seer just appeared. Okay, I don't know what was up with that shot.
I think it was some sort of giant explosion.
And what's up with the echo? The reverb is messed up. What is going on? What is... Whoa, did anybody else hear that weird reverb?
Spider Queen, Bakashi Tenzo, Spider Doc, I'm coming. Please, be okay.
Why is Myken in reverb right now?
the revolt begins today on Spider Queen.
The throne belongs
Oh, that was
to me.
weird.
Spider
It
Hermit
was
attacks.
like... The dialogue was ahead of the... Has it always been like that?
I guess
Dang.
it makes sense.
There's no way I didn't hear that we were editing it. That's crazy. I mean, it must have, but...
And you can't use poison magic. Why didn't I realize it
Here you
sooner?
can see that we set this
Of
shot
course
up
Father didn't have a secret child.
a little
Why
differently.
didn't he tell me?
We're zoomed in
Please forgive us for not telling you. Myken had a very difficult life growing
on
up.
the characters.
So we thought if we kept his origins a secret, his past couldn't haunt him.
Why did Father bring him in anyway? I don't get it.
You see, both your father and Bakashi believe that Myken is the only one that will be able to save us from...
I like the castle flipping like
Are
that.
you all right,
Oh,
Spider-Man?
and we zoom out. That was weird. That shouldn't have happened.
An explosion? Don't tell me the revolt has already begun. We haven't even had your father's funeral yet.
A
Spider
revolt?
Doc speaking the
What am I
facts.
supposed to do?
I also love that Spider Queen. She's like
just a
smiling over the
child.
revolt. I love that.
Nonsense. Your father made you the queen because he believed in you. And so do I.
Spider Doc.
I love hearing Ian Ashland tell me he believes in me.
Spider Queen, my lady.
Jackson!
What's going
Oh
on?
my gosh.
It would appear to
This
be
is
a
my
revolt.
friend Jackson from high school playing this
Bad.
part.
Squad A and Squad B have been completely wiped out.
What? How many people are revolting?
Just one, my lady. Just one? One person took out our two elite squads? Yes, and because of that, the other guards are too scared to fight. Darn fools. Why hasn't Bakashi returned yet?
Tell me, who is it that's revolting?
You won't like it, my lady. It's your uncle.
It's your uncle.
My uncle?
I do like how happy she looks. I should have done more pre-production
That's
on
not like
this.
him.
Here we have the flashback
Uncle!
scene.
There is my beautiful niece.
Fun fact:
Oh,
this was
you
not.
are
This scene wasn't in the
getting
original
bigger
script.
and
I
bigger
added this
every
scene
time that I
because
see
I
you.
wanted to have August in more of the episode.
Gifts.
I love it.
Uncle,
Broad
you're the
gifts.
best. Say, Uncle, why don't you live here in the castle with me and Daddy?
Castle life isn't for me. I'd rather be free.
And
to
Spider
do
Queen's in her
whatever
spider form
I
because she
want.
didn't master the
That's
transformation
why I
yet.
live all the way up in the mountains.
I think you should move here. Please, Uncle?
And why is
I
that,
love this
dear?
Because
scene.
you're way more fun than Daddy.
I wish that there was more
He's
stuff in
way
the
too busy
background. That's
being
on me.
big to play with me, but you always spend time with me.
Oh, my dear, your father really wishes that he could spend time with you. Trust me.
I wish I could spend time with you, August.
No, Uncle would never attack the kingdom.
I'm sorry, my lady, but it is him.
What is this explosion sound that I keep using?
What should we do, my lady? He keeps rampaging through the city. If he keeps this up, the whole kingdom will be destroyed.
I'll deal with it.
But
Whoa, close-up shot.
You can't, Spider Queen.
I'm the queen now, Spider Doc. I will decide.
I love the
what
close-up
can
shots
and
because it
cannot do.
lets you really
My
admire
kingdom
the
is in
character
danger,
art a lot
and
better
as
and see
queen,
all
it
the
is
hard
my
work
job
that
to protect my
Gloomy
people.
Squid put into.
A good queen
art.
must be strong and wise. I will go and talk to my uncle, and if need be, I will show him the results of my training with Bakashi Tenzo.
Very well, then. Guard, get your troops. The queen will need backup.
Yes, sir.
I catch A. Did we do an I catch B in this? We didn't in the other ones. We did. We did do I catch B. We gotta work on the I catch in the future.
So it's true, Uncle.
So we.
You really are revolting.
Oh, my dear niece, you finally come and show
Fun
yourself.
fact: we didn't have a
And look at how
night
much
sky
you grow.
castle in the night sky
Uncle,
background for this
why are
episode
you
yet.
doing this?
So
This isn't like
we
you.
took the castle
Isn't it
during the
obvious
day
why?
background and we
I want the throne.
I thought you don't like castle life. You like
inverted the
being able to be
colors
free.
in the sky.
You are so naive, my dear. Of course I wanted to be king. Your father was older than me, therefore...
Although I
he
don't think
had
this
the
scene takes
right
place at night,
birthright.
though.
He only offered it to me out of sympathy. He wouldn't have actually let me be king. So I convinced you all that I never wanted to be king.
Poor
and
August.
wanted to
I
be
remember when
free
he was in the
and
studio
live my
recording
life.
this, and all of his
As I
lines were
buy
like
my
giant
time and waits
paragraphs.
for the perfect time to
Because he had so much
strike.
exposition, but so
I
much
only
like setup
pretended
because
to
we
be
didn't
the
set up
loving
this
uncle
arc
that you
well
held
at
so
all.
dear.
I don't believe you.
Believe whatever you want, but this is reality.
Oh, that goes hard.
I've
I
been
love
waiting
that
for
line.
my opportunity to become king. To my good fortune, my brother only had one heir, a girl. A girl has never been the leader before. So if something happened to your father, I would become king. Then the stars aligned. Your father got ill, and it was only a matter
Wow.
of time until he died, and I took the throne. But then he did something unprecedented. He appointed you as the next leader.
This can't be true.
Don't be foolish, my dear. Really, I'm doing you a favor. You are so young. You don't want to be a leader. You have your whole
I
childhood
mean, he's not wrong,
ahead of
is
you.
he?
Now, give me the throne.
A lot of
Even if
gravel
what
in
you
his
say
voice
is
there.
true,
The
Uncle, I will
throne!
never hand the throne over to you. This responsibility was left to me by my father. I won't hand the throne over to someone who has wreaked havoc on the kingdom.
Alright, what are you gonna do about
you
it, Spider
choose
Queen?
to fight. Well,
See,
I didn't
this
wanna
scene,
hurt
we
you,
definitely-
but you leave me no choice.
We did better with the shots,
Guards,
but
quickly,
this
protect
it's
the queen.
we should have zoomed in more
Yes,
on the
sir.
castle
No.
because now it's
stand
like here's
down.
Spider Queen,
I
but
will
she
win
is as
this
tall as
and
the
prove that I am strong
castle. I
enough to be
mean,
queen.
Spider Hermit is taller than the
But-
turret
No,
tower.
Spider.
Like,
This is something that I have to do.
If this is truly what you want, very well. But you won't win.
Oh yeah? Poison spit.
yeah, look at that.
Oh, please, you call that a poison
I
spit?
drew that poison spit
Time to
in
put
like
my
MS
training to
Paint.
the test. Yes, I dodged
It looks
it.
terrible.
You let your guard down.
Huh?
My lady! She's been... You cowards! Our queen's out there fighting! Go!
Guards, stand down. This is up to
I
me.
wish I could have got Jackson
You-
in for this
You were able
podcast.
to control the poison spit.
'Cause I think he might be my
Able
favorite
to
part of
turn
this
it
whole
towards the
episode.
direction I dodged.
Of course I did. Never assume the powers of your enemy. If you had half the battle smarts, which you should, then you would be able to react to the
She's like
changing
12.
situations.
He's right. I thought I mastered my fighting techniques in my training with Bakashi Tenzo.
If you're really
How many
good, you
times
could
is she gonna
turn
say
your
training
poison
with Bakashi
spit
Tenzo
into
in this
a
episode?
stronger attack.
What?
Instead of releasing the poison as a liquid, just solidify it. Watch me. Oh, but
Oh, here-
pay
this is good.
close
This
attention
is
because
good. Watch
is
this.
a finishing move. Goodbye.
Watch this. This
Spider
is-
Queen. Poison spear.
Oh no! She doesn't have time to dodge that! It's all over!
We didn't have the
Spider
poison
Queen,
spear.
duck!
The poison spear didn't come in yet, but you'll see it in the next episode. I drew the
Bakashi
poison
Tenzo,
spear too.
You saved me.
Saved is kind of subjective right now. Taking that attack head on has put me out of commission.
If I went
This
back and
is
re-edited this episode, there's so
perfect.
much I would change.
Now I can take out both Spider Queen and Bakashi at the same time. Now for my finishing move, Poison Spear. And now
Oh, here we go.
it's over.
Oh, no, you don't. Ah!
Here comes just Myken randomly.
Myken!
With a
Sorry I'm late.
Right before Spider Hermit was able to deliver the
Wait, is that the
final
end of the
blow,
episode? Are you kidding me?
Myken arrived just in time to throw him off
I was
his
just
guard.
getting into it.
Myken begins his attack. Next time on Spider Queen.
I guess that was the end of the episode. So, in episode 7, there's so much that changes in that last scene. Is the actual poison spear. I think Myken actually kicks him.
Hello,
And it
my
actually
fans.
shows him kicking. It doesn't... It's just goofy.
SpiderDoc is back for another after show.
Oh, there was an
Today we'll be
omake.
discussing one of the
Good.
weirder
Here we
laws
go.
here on Spideria. After Orzik, Spider Queen's father, was born, a law
All right, what
was
is
put
it?
into place that got rid of the custom to name children. The king thought it would be easier to remember everyone's names if everyone was known by their profession.
Did we ever get into that on the
Spider
show?
Queen doesn't like this
I can't
law and
remember.
wants it revoked. Now that she's queen, I wonder what will happen. As a little gift to all my fans out there, I'll tell you my name. Not even Bakashi knows it. All right, here it is.
We're gonna learn his name.
And cut! Alright, good work on this episode, everyone. We'll see you all tomorrow morning for the table read for episode 7.
Yo, everyone, it's me, Myken. And next
I love-
time on Spider Queen.
Oh, we gotta
Clash
read
of Forces.
Oh. The next time, I was like, what are we
And
getting here?
Myken. Make sure you don't miss it, okay?
And Myken. Should I reveal Spider Hermit's name right here on the SpiderCast? Is this going to be like a podcast exclusive, revealing what SpiderDoc's name is? Did I say Spider Hermit? I meant SpiderDoc. Like in the omake, he says, "I'm going to tell you what my name is." I don't know. Do I reveal it? Do I ruin it? Because it comes up in a later episode. But do I? Do I tell you what it is? I think I do. All right. His name is... All right, you guys got that? All right, perfect, because I'm not going to say it again because it's I mean, it's a great name, but I don't want it to spread because then it's no fun, because then when you find out that his real name is, it ruins the episode, you know, when we find out what his name is and everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe your name is..." So you're just going to have to wait until then to find out, you know, because I don't want to spread it. So keep it between us. Keep it between us, SpiderCast, like secret that his name is. All right, well, thanks for tuning in this week for this episode of SpiderCast. Tune in next week as we go over episode 8. On the 8th episode of Spider Queen, Myken faces off against Spider Hermit to save the kingdom. But when Myken is put under a mysterious spell, is it Spider Hermit who he's attacking, or could it be someone else? Find out in the next episode of Spider Queen. And we'll see you next week for another episode of SpiderCast.